Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about three topics: operators in Java, types of operators, and operators precedence. So let's start with the first topic, operators in Java. Operators are the symbol used to perform calculation using operands in an expression. Here operands means the values or variables on which the operation will be performed. So let us see with an example. I am having two variables of integer type, a equal to 12 and b equal to 20. So the third variable c is storing the addition of two variable a and b. So if you will see these three arrow, these are representing operands, means here C, A and B, all these three are operands or variables, because these three are holding some values. And if you will see these two arrows, these two are representing two symbols equal to and plus. It means here there are two operators in this expression, one is equal to, another one is plus. So these two are representing operators. So let's start with the types of operators. Operators mainly classified into three types. First one is unary operator, which are further divided into two types: postfix unary operator and prefix unary operator. And second is binary operator, which is further divided into four subtypes: arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator and assignment operator. And the last one is ternary operator. So let's discuss this each type of operator one by one. So let's start with unary operator. As the name suggesting, unary means one. So let's see the definition of unary operators. The operator that works with one operand is called unary operator. Example: plus plus, minus minus. These are the two examples of unary operator. Now there are further two types of unary operators. First one is postfix. Whenever the unary operator, either plus plus or minus minus, will be placed after the operand, that is called a postfix unary operator. It follows the principle change after action. It means while solving an expression, first the old value of operands will be used, after that it will be updated. Example: x plus plus and x minus minus representing postfix expression. Second is prefix unary operator. So when unary operator are present before the operands are called prefix unary operator. It follow the principle change before action. It means while solving an expression, first the value of operands will be updated, then the latest value will be used in an expression. So in this case means first we will change the value, then we will use the value in the expression. Example: plus plus x, minus minus x. Here x is a variable. So here you can see that unary operator are present before a variable x. So it is representing prefix unary operator. So here plus plus means increment in operand value by 1 and minus minus means decrement in operand value by 1. For example, a equal to 5. So plus plus a means increment by 1. So it will become 6 and minus minus a means decrement by 1. So 5 minus 1, 4. So this is the general explanation about these two unary operators. Let us see these two examples. What will be the output of the following from the following line of a code? First one is int a equal to 10, b equal to 2, c equal to 0. So if you will see this expression, we have to print here 3 output, a equal to what will be the final value of a and b value and c value. So a value we are having 10 and b value we are having 2, which are already given in the question. Now we will start solving this expression c equal to plus plus a. So here plus plus a representing prefix. So first we need to change the value. So here as it is plus plus, we need to increment it by 1. So a is already 10. So 10 plus 1 will become 11. So if you will see here downside, first I have written 11 plus next expression is minus minus b. Again prefix expression. So b is already 2. First we need to change it. We need to decrement it by 1. So 2 minus 1 will become a 1. So plus 1 I have written plus b minus minus. So third expression is postfix expression. So as it is postfix means first we need to use the value. So value of v is already 1. So that's why I have written 1 over here plus last is minus minus a. So a value already 11. So minus minus a means 10. So if you will add all these terms, it will be equal to 23. So that 23 will be stored in which variable? C variable. And they have asked also about the value of a and b. So final value of a is 10 and b is 0. So what will be printed? A equal to 10, b equal to 0 and c equal to 23. So this will be the output from this question number 1. So let us see the question number 2. In question number 2, I am having both the values a and b equal to 10. So system.out.println a plus plus, as you already know, now it is postfix expression. So first 10 will be used. After using 10, it will be updated to 11 plus 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 a. 11 plus 1, 12. So that's why in first expression 10 plus 12 equal to 22. Now second SOP statement, b plus plus. B is already 10. So it is postfix. First we will use 10 plus b plus plus. So here first we will use the value, then we will update. So that's why we are adding here 11 at the place of b plus plus. So 10 plus 11, 21. So the output will be 22 and 21. So let's start with the second type of operators called binary operators. The operators that works with two operands are called binary operators. These are further divided into subtypes. First one is arithmetic operator. The binary operator which are used to perform basic mathematical calculation. Basic mathematical calculation means addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. All these are considered as basic mathematical calculation. So the operators which are used to perform such type of calculation are called arithmetic operator. So examples of arithmetic operators are plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus. So let's see an example. If you will see this expression, system.out.println 10 into 10 divided by 5 plus 3 minus 1 into 4 divided by 2. So here 10 into 10 will be 100 divided by 5 plus 3 minus 1 into 4, 4 divided by 2. So 100 by 5, 20 plus 3 minus 4 by 2, 2. So 20 plus 3 minus 2. So the output will be 21. So these operators will be evaluated in a order that you will understand in operators precedence concept. Second is relational operators. The binary operator which are used to compare the operands are called relational operators. These operators result in Boolean form. Here it means whenever the output will be there, with the help of these operators it always comes in two form, either true or false. So examples of relational operators are equal to, not equal to, greater than equal to, less than equal to. Here just concentrate on equal to. Here we need to, in Java the equality will be checked with the double equal to sign, not with single equal to. So let's see an example using a relational operator. I'm having three variable a, b and c with their initialized value 10, 5, 20 respectively. So if you will see the first SOP statement, a less than b means 10 less than 5, but will the outcome false. So the first output will be false. Second, 10 greater than 5, outcome will be true. So output will be printed true. A not equal to b, 10 not equal to 5, it is also true. Now fourth expression, a less than equal to b, a value is 10, 10 less than equal to 5, again it is false. Now a greater than equal to b, it is true. A equal to b, it is false. So you have seen that all these expressions are resulting in the form of either true or false. Why? Because all these are formed with the help of relational operators. So this is all about relational operators. Third is logical operators. The binary operators which are used to compare two or more Boolean expressions are called logical operators. These operators exhibit shortcutting behavior, which means that a second operand is evaluated only if needed. It means, as I already told, that it is used to compare two or more Boolean expression. So these operators are using shortcut while evaluation also. So all these operators result in a Boolean form. The examples of logical operators are logical AND, which is written with the help of this symbol, and logical OR, two vertical parallel lines, and this is the representation of NOT operator, logical NOT operator. So we will talk about logical AND. The logical AND operator doesn't check the second condition if first condition is false. If second condition it checks second condition only if the first is true. In AND operator, the final outcome will be true if all the expression individually give a true. Otherwise, if for example I am having 5 expression and out of 5, 4 are true and 1 is false. So with AND operator, what will be the final output? False. So let's see an example. A equal to 10, B equal to 5, C equal to 20. A less than B, 10 less than 5, false. So as it is false, it will not go for checking the second expression. So with false and true, outcome will be false. Second SOP statement, A greater than B, 10 greater than 5, true. So in this case, it will check the second one also. So A plus plus less than 5. So 10 less than 20, true. So both the expression are giving true individually. So the final outcomes will be true. And third is SOP ln of A. As you already know that in the upside expression, A plus plus is there. So A value will be incremented by 1. So it will be printing 11. Now second is logical OR operator. Logical OR operator doesn't check second condition if first condition is true. It checks second condition only if the first one is false. And in OR operator, for example, I am having 5 expression and out of 5, suppose 4 are giving false and 1 is giving true. So the final outcomes will be true. Let's see an example. A equal to 10, B equal to 5, C equal to 20. So A greater than B, 10 greater than 5, true. So as it is already true, so internally it will not check for A less than C. So the final outcome will be true. Now second SOP, A greater than B, 10 greater than 5, again it is true. So it will not check for the second. Now if you will compare here this SOP statement with the previous example, A plus plus less than C will not be evaluated. So that's why when I will print next SOP statement, A will be printed as 10, not 11, because this part will not be evaluated. So because of this, it will be printing A equal to 10. Logical NOT operator. So it is used to just invert the Boolean value. Invert means change the Boolean value. Now for example, without NOT operator, if an expression is giving true, then with NOT operator it will give false. Let's see the example downside. Boolean C equal to true and D equal to false, and two integer variable A equal to 2, B equal to 5. So C is holding true, not C will be false. D holding false, so not of D will be true. As I already told, if it is used for false value, output will be true. If it is used for true value, output will be false. And third SOP statement is in bracket A greater than B. First bracket will be solved first. So 2 greater than 5, false, but we are using not. So false will be changed into true. So the output will be false, true and true. This is all about logical operators. Next is assignment operator. the most useful operator is this assignment operator. It is used to assign the value on its right to the operands to its left. Means here if you will see this expression, I am declaring a variable x equal to 5. So this equal to means 5 we are going to store under which variable? X variable. So in the same case, if you will see the other two variable int a and int b, I am initializing 10 to a and 20 to b. So this is the main function of this assignment operator. So example, you can see a equal to a plus 4. So a value is 10, 10 plus 4, but will be initialized to a 14. B equal to b minus 4, b value already 20. So 20 minus 4, 16. So but will be initialized to b 16. So the output will be 14 and 16. And this assignment operator is also a compound operator also. Means when it is used, it can be used with arithmetic operator. So that type of assignment operator are called shorthand operator. So here you can see in this table, plus equal to, minus equal to, multiply equal to, division equal to, modulus equal to. So plus equal to means if for example I am writing here I plus equal to 5. It means whatever the value is there before this shorthand operator, same value will be added to the right hand side. So this expression will be written as I equal to I plus 5. So in the same way, if you will see this I minus equal to, so for example j minus equal to 10. So how it will be rewritten? J equal to j minus 10. So this is called shorthand operators. Third type of operators are ternary operator. Very important type of operator. The operators that works with 3 operands are called ternary operator. It is also known as conditional operator. It is the replacement of if else statement in Java. When you will do the conditional control statement, then you will understand that how we can replace a if else construct with the help of this ternary operator. So the syntax is, there will be a boolean expression. This boolean expression either will give true or false. Now if it will give true, value 1 will be stored in the resultant variable, or if it will give false, the value 2 will be stored in the resultant variable. So see this example, a equal to 2, b equal to 5, min equal to, so here min is a variable, equal to a less than b. A less than b means 2 less than 5, which is true. If it is true, which expression will be what value will be stored in the resultant variable? First value is what? A. So a will be stored in min. A is what? 2. So what will be stored internally under main variable? 2. So system.out.println of min. So what will be the output? 2. So with this example, output will be 2. It is very important type of operators for board examination point of view. I hope all of you understood already. Any doubt you can ask in the WhatsApp group. So last topic of today's video is operators precedence. So operators precedence is the order of evaluation of operators while solving an expression. It tells which operator will be solved first. So the main purpose of this concept is, for example, we are having 10 operators in an expression. Out of 10, few operators are having priorities to solve the first. So which operator will be solved first, that is represented by this concept called operator precedence. So if you will see this table, if in an expression there will be a postfix expression, that will be solved first. After that prefix, after that multiply, division, modulus, after that plus and minus. Here multiplicative means multiply, division, modulus. It means whatever the operator will come first, that will be evaluated first. Plus, minus, then relational operator, less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to, equality, equality, equal to and not equal to, logical and will be solved, then logical or, ternary operator and the assignment operator. So this table is a hierarchy of the priorities from top to down. It means the upper one will be having more priority than the downside one. So it is in the order of decreasing priority level. So this is all about this operator precedence. So this is all about this topic. I hope all of you understood about the operators concept in Java, types of operator. It is very important concept. If you will see any previous year board question paper, you will get minimum 2 or 3 questions related to this topic. So it is very important. So just practice your book back exercise question related to topic. If you don't have any book till now, you can download it from internet. Previous year question paper you can download and try to solve the question related to operators. So thank you. Stay home, stay safe.